Hey, Gatsby here, back from the Bandai Card Games Fest 2025 Dallas. And look at all of this cool swag that I managed to get a hold of. I got the promo for the scavenger hunt, I got the resource for the base, and I got this really cool badge that shows that I actually went there. And that's all that I got from the Bandai Card Fest. So all of this is actually stuff that I procured outside of the Bandai Card Fest because, as everyone might know who actually went to it, it was a massive, massive clusterfuck. It was just the worst. And so I kind of want to talk about it. I did get my friend Boyce over here, and this is going to be very similar to kind of the Star Wars Unlimited unboxing, where we're going to take a booster box of one of the sets and unpackage them and kind of just talk about what happened at that Bandai Card Fest, myself as a general admin, and then Boyce as a competitor for the main event.
I'm Boyce. I've been playing the Gundam card game since the beta, and I've really been involved in the just growth of the game from the beginning. So I think I have an interesting perspective, having like not played card games in well on 10 years, and like getting back into um, things as a competitor and things as somebody who can actually has the funds to build a deck.
Yeah, I think that's
So,
probably the biggest thing is having the funds to build a deck is definitely a limiting factor for most people. Most of these products, I know, at least for the booster box market, is 125 for a box. There are boxes going upwards of like 160, 170 on TCG Player. Boys, I'm sure you've seen your fair share of ridiculously priced boxes out there. What's
I
probably like
mean,
the worst thing you've seen, like in terms of just booster boxes alone?
the thing is like, especially if we're talking about the timeline of the game, um, I think like right when the booster boxes dropped, you were seeing crazy things like 200 or 225 at some shops, just to kind of keep them on the shelves, kind
Oh,
of.
right.
Yeah, well, they're doing
You
the
have to pull it
market
from the
up.
tab, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
there we
not my
go.
favorite thing. Not my favorite thing. I
Kind of a
prefer some
weird one.
scissors. Yeah. So, I mean that was the prices once upon a time, but prices for starter deck cards are kind of insane right now, or have been for basically the majority of the game.
Yeah, I know. Like for the starter decks, I got a pretty good deal. I bought local. Always support your local game shops. But I got mine for $25 a piece, which is not bad at all.
Yeah.
Considering on some places I've seen them upwards of like 40. This is excluding the miniatures. The miniatures look great, but I did not get the
Shamblo.
miniatures. Shamblo. Is this any good? Is this worth anything?
Nah,
Am I already
it's
plus?
kind.
Is the box already plus? Oh my
No, no, no,
god.
no, no. It's kind of funny sometimes. Is that shiny? No.
It is a shiny Shamblo, but it is not a shiny
Or a
unicorn
resource?
now.
Oh. Okay. Um. Yeah. If you ever find Gundam Elfrith, kind of set that one aside.
That's a pretty important one, yeah.
That's the best common probably,
Okay.
aside from like Show of Resolve, I guess.
So let's talk about what actually happened at that Bandai Card Fest. Because we got there pretty early. We woke up at 6 a.m. Hot on the heels of the entire Dallas airport system going down, and we kind of got in line at about probably like 7:30. And yeah, I guess as a competitor, kind of walk us through what happened when you kind of got in line. Anything weird you noticed? Anything like after you actually got into the venue? What
Well,
did you
I
kind of
think
experience?
to set the stage, like
Hey, there
even
you go.
before we got in, right? Um, you mentioned the flight issues and delays with DFW Airport, and like I got in luckily still the day of, or no, well, I got in like one.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
I
the
remember
day
that.
of, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So the day of, I only got delayed a couple of hours or something like that. So already, I think a lot of competitors, like I flew in from Los Angeles. Everybody, there's definitely a good amount of people that traveled for this event. I
Yeah,
think
I know you
is
said
something
you
we have
had
to take
plenty
into
of people
account.
playing One Piece in the airport on the way up here.
Yeah, and like I had couple of friends I saw, they were like, "Oh my god, if you didn't get in on Friday, you'd be like, mm, your like flight could get delayed after the event would have started, or like after your match could have started. That could have like led to some um tension, maybe." So yeah, we showed up at 7:30, right? That was right when the doors opened. We parked in the parking garage, and the I couldn't find the Gundam sign up to save my life. I like walked into the One Piece sign up on accident. I was like, wait, this is only for One Piece? Like, yeah, you're on the other side of that huge line that's forming for the
Oh
competitors.
no, wait, there was multiple lines for the multiple games they were running, or is it just One Piece and Gundam that they broke up?
There were multiple check-ins, yeah. So DBZ had
Holy
their own area,
cow.
I think. Yeah. So I couldn't find my spot until
There's your
I don't
boy.
know. I
Shenlong.
waited through everybody. Shenlong. Yeah, that helped me win a beta event one time. Anyways,
Hey, there you go.
so yeah, I'm overflowing. Pretty good to build a deck. There's some good staples in here. Not that one though.
Oh wow, there you go. There's
It's an
the
LR.
Banshee. It's an LR.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess real quick, just to kind of explain to people who aren't familiar with this like box setup or with these booster packs at all, the rarity system. So it's 3 LRs to a box in a L plus. They have like L pluses and L plus pluses.
Yeah, the pluses go for pretty good money, but it's all cosmetic out art stuff. Functionally the same card. Um,
So you got
so
into the actual venue at about 8:30, and what happened then?
okay, so yeah, I mean I was in line for 7:30, 7:45. I didn't get in through the door until like 9:15. Um, which I mean that was the competitor line, right? So
Hmm.
already I was like, okay, I mean my match starts at like 9, or no, it starts at like 10, so I'll make that and then I can go shop really really quick and we'll be good. um do we really want to get into the shop
Oh
right
yeah,
now?
oh yeah. Let's go ahead.
Okay.
Let's for the person who got in within the first 5 minutes of doors being opened. How successful were you at finding a
Eh,
spot in the shop?
well, let's be fair here, right? Doors opened at like 8:30. I got in like 45 minutes.
Okay,
So
okay, 45 minutes out. Okay.
yeah. No, there were definitely people that no, I don't know anybody that was able to get the actual stuff. Anyways, so yeah, I got in at like 9:15. I walk up to the store. I see Talking Cards with Garrett, this YouTuber I watched,
Oh
and
yeah,
I'm like,
shout out.
okay, cool. I'm like, oh hey. He's like, oh, this is the line for the 9:15. I was like, 9:15. What are you talking about, dude? Um, he's like, oh, you have to go scan the QR code to get the get a spot on the line. I was like, oh, that's a pretty good system. So I ran up to this lonely sign with a QR code on it, and I scanned it, and it said no times available. I'm like, oh, that can't be right. And I refreshed my phone like I don't know, 15, 20 times. I
Oh,
realized,
oh, you sweet summer child. If only you
I
knew how
re-
bad things truly were fixing to get.
well, see, like what? So competitors were allowed to shop early, right? Um,
Was this
and
Satria worth anything? I know you had mentioned Satria was like a pretty good one.
I mean, so that's the vanilla one. The LR one's the one that like everybody you can't
Everybody
get
wants right
enough
now.
of.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Um. Anyways, so the shop we Brecht is a meme card, and that is also a meme card.
Oh, big memes with the tomatoes. Hmm.
Unfortunate. I hate that pack. Anyways. Yeah, I realized that, I even though I was a competitor and had first chance at the shop, I couldn't get a time for the shop, and I'm like, what? And I heard things about a restock at like noon, and I was like, that's in the middle of me doing rounds, and it's gonna be weird. So that was my first experience with the shop. I After that, I don't know, drank some soda and ran over to the tournament area, and I mean that was my experience getting in. What was the attendee experience like?
So for the general admin, and I guess I'll go ahead and just get through this pack real quick before I kind of start going off. But for the general attendance, basically, we ended up. Obviously, I was in the wrong line. I was in the competitors line, holding a spot for
Yeah,
me.
hanging out with me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so then they went, "Hey, we're gonna need to ask you to go to the back." I go, "Okay." I'll go to the back. Not a huge issue. There's another line. I thought it was pretty far back. I was like, "Oh, hey, there you go. There's another
Nice.
decent
You have
LR."
two of them?
I have two of
Wow,
these
you're
now.
gonna
Nice.
wow, you're gonna build the wing deck.
Yep. That's me, the Wing Gundam guy. So before I go any further into this, let's go ahead and talk about that. I ended up going and stood in line, basically standing in line until 11, and there was quite a few people. A lot of people were playing cards on the floor. There were obviously plenty of scalpers and plenty more to come who were walking the line trying to see if anybody wanted to purchase the, and let's go ahead and just grab it again, the resource, and not the resource, I'm sorry, the EX base. With every entry, you got the assortment of card games that Bandai is currently pushing, which is your from left to right Digimon, One Piece, Union Arena, and the Dragon Ball game. And then, of course, the only one that anybody actually wanted, the EX base. There was plenty of people trying to scam others, like, hey, I'll trade you this Piccolo, or I'll trade you this Luffy if you give me your EX base. Because everybody knows that the EX base was what people were here to get. I don't know if they ran out. I can only assume they did. But this is like an entry thing, so I would expect them to run out of these. For the scavenger hunt, which, when I did walk in and realized I couldn't shop because the QR code for the shop had been backdoored by Discord admins, presumably the people who were running the event, they just leaked the code online. I was able to do the scavenger hunt rather quickly, but for the most part, people were kind of just waiting in line for the full hour it took to get through that line, and just kind of punching away at the at that scavenger hunt to get the Machu resource, which I think you said right now it's probably going for about like $30 or something like that. I know there was obviously plenty of people who were trying to scalp this thing and trying to scalp the base, on top of trying to scalp everything that was in the shop. But for me, I basically did get in. They had some people kind of traversing the line explaining like, hey, could you please not play cards on the floor? Which is hilarious to say at a Bandai Card Fest. I kind of understand it, though. There was quite a few people, and so they were probably trying to make some room in the line. But at the same time, I mean, we're waiting. We're going to be standing in line for about 2 hours. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, if we're talking about the promos real quick,
Oh,
going back to that,
yeah, let's go
um,
ahead. Let's do the promos real quick
yeah,
again.
I mean, the whole thing with that is that having an EX base is like basically the biggest flex in the Gundam card game right now. There are very few. There's like five, I think, that are in English. Um, and they're like notoriously hard to get. Like one is a beta exclusive, like tournament winning, tournament raffle thing that I got.
I was going to say, yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure. Hold on a second. You might be flexing on my audience. So, what the hell?
I mean, that's the thing is that like I was there playing it in the beta, and that's how I got one,
Yeah.
right?
Which respect,
And
honestly, respect for the people who did put
yeah,
the time in and put the effort to actually go out and play these. You guys are the ones who really kind of brought it out for everybody to kind of
Well, and that's the
come to
thing
fruition.
about the.
Oh, there's
Sorry.
the Lifrith.
Nice. Yeah, you that is the staple list of cards. Um, what's it called? But yeah, having a person as your resource, like a Machu, I mean, I think that's going a little bit down in value just because, I mean, they're giving out Machus like candy at like basically every event that they go to, and also the tournament entry thing was a bunch for competitors was random two or three, or you could get more by winning people resources.
Yeah, I think you have like five of these, and I mean, even for the line that had these, I mean, surely they had to have had at least 1,000 of these for day one on Saturday. But
Yeah.
yeah, so they didn't really run out until like much later on during the day. That's like another one of those things where I do think that they. The only thing that I will say about this event that was held very professionally was the demo table, probably because there was nothing to scalp from the demo table, and then the scavenger hunt. People were being very professional. They did, get through the line. Obviously, the line was massive, but they did do a good job at that. So, credit where it's due. They did do a good job on that.
Yeah, I
How?
mean, I've played a couple Gundam demos myself, and the instruction has varied a lot. I know y'all did the scripted demo, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like they
ooh,
talk you through it like competently and oh, nice.
not bad. I think. Is that the
We haven't seen
Satria
an
I'm
out art.
looking for?
We haven't seen an out art yet, have we?
No ults yet.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about the demo table, I think that was good is that they weren't giving out promos there, or else that would have been like
Yeah, that would
everybody
have been a
wanted
hot
you
mess
there
as
sort of
well.
thing too.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
with the actual tournament, I mean, how did the tournament run for the competitors? Obviously, I'm marginally aware of how it was going for the side event stuff, which I can get into. But for the actual competition, how do you feel that was actually held out with? I think it's Play TCG or Play Cards TCG is the group that they're partnered with to do all of that work.
I mean, credit where credit is due. The matches all started on time. Like, there were no real hiccups in the running of the rounds themselves, so that was cool. I mean, I kind of scrubbed out. I went 4 and 5, but um, yeah, I mean,
It happens to the best of us. That was, to be fair, one of your first tournament experiences. So one of your first major tournament experiences. Shout out to the Goon.
oh my God,
Shout
yes.
out to the event. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Um, so yeah, I mean, in terms of the tournament, like everything on the organizer side was going pretty good, all the way up until I'd say 12 when the second retail store drop happened,
Yeah. And
where you could get
that's that
times.
notorious photograph that everybody has been seeing on Twitter. All like five or six of them. This was the moment when I knew that we had something special on our hands, because even my wife, who does not play card games, actually told us, "Oh, hey, I saw that picture. Were you guys at that event?"
To get up with us.
Like, "Oh yeah, no,
Um,
we were standing by the we were standing on the left side of the stage. We were stage left with our phones out, trying to get that sweet QR code."
and so, I mean, the thing with the shop doing it at 12, our head judge said we wouldn't be getting any lunch breaks. Like, rounds are going to go and rounds are going to go. And a lot of people decided, hey, it's way better for me to go and get a shop time right now to have a chance, even a sliver of a chance getting merch, than play my round. Which to me um, was really weird, right? Because this was like we started at 10. there's about 45 minutes between round start to round end, and like starting the next round, you know?
Yeah.
So that put this like in right smack dab in the middle of like round three. Is that how that works? 10
I believe
is
so.
round
It's
one,
because they're like
11 is round
50-minute
two.
rounds, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, about that. So yeah, we were in the middle of round three, and a bunch of people who weren't even like um
X2
X
or X3.
four. Yeah, yeah. You have to be X4 to be like. Yeah, no. People were like X2, and they were like, "No, I'm dropping because I can't like because I prefer to get merch than to like continue to compete in the event." So that really did mess up the standings at the end of the event, which is like kind of a logistical nightmare I'd
Yeah.
expect.
At the end of day one, just like, okay, who's actually here to play for the remainder of day two?
Yeah, and I mean, as a competitor, I did continue to play the event just because like I knew that I was probably not going to do anything else with my day, and I might as well, continue to play in the event where, at least things are running smoothly, and I want to play the game that I want to play at like a competitive level with. Yeah, I mean that's what I was ended up doing with my day is playing more Gundam, which was nice. Ooh,
Yeah, we got the waifu
which
tax
ended
and
up
the
right out.
phantom tax, but I mean, with
That's
this,
hilarious.
kind of to like lean on the back of the shop again. These two little fuckers were the reason why everyone was lined up. You haven't actually already seen it, so they did have a mat and a resource. It's going for about $45 at the table. Walking out of the event, that same mat on eBay, anywhere from $400 to $600, completely unreasonable asking prices. I expect them to go down eventually, hopefully, maybe for the people who actually care. But for,
Well, I mean,
oh, go ahead.
to put that into perspective, like there was a guy outside trying to sell me a Dodger Luffy, and those are going for 500 and notoriously difficult to find. So,
Yeah.
that's the type of magnitude that we're talking about in terms of scalping here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely, most definitely. Also, as somebody who went to that Dodgers game, you want to tell us how that?
No, I don't want to tell you how I
no.
went to Dodger Stadium after Anime Expo and didn't get the promo.
It's tough. It's tough.
And to have it waved in my face in Dallas, it kind of stings, but that's okay.
So I guess for the for my end of it with the side events, yeah, side events didn't really fire. They were scrambling to kind of get it together, and for the most part, even the people who pre-registered were kind of just out of luck because they, for whatever reason, they just couldn't get people organized. I believe I remember hearing reports that the system went down and they like lost all of the names, and so they were having to try and like build it back up from scratch, but nobody really knew what was actually going on, so they were going off of the tickets sold for that pre-register. Just a huge mess on the administrative side. And to be completely honest, now knowing that, if that actually is the case, I can't really blame them too much. Shop sometimes like glitches like that do happen. But on the back of the shop thing was pretty unprofessional. The QR codes, the 3 hours of people just kind of standing around trying to scan those QR codes was pretty crazy. But that was basically the only thing that was available for the general admin, though, was shops looking at the actual product that they kind of had on display, some Gachapon machines that were uncomfortably close to each other, and a demo for the Gundam set. The side events again kind of fell through, and then they did have a viewing area where you could kind of just watch them do the stream on the stage, but even that stream, for the most part, it kind of felt like it was mostly just there to announce some of the new releases to come out for things specifically like Union Arena. I think the Union Arena announcements lasted like 30 minutes. The whole time I was just thinking to myself, come on, man, just a drip of Gundam. Like, please, let me just watch a little bit of Gundam.
Yeah, the spectating experience from what I gathered from you, and I never really sat in that area, was that it wasn't really the best.
Big
I'm sure.
Zip!
I don't think that one's not an LR, but that
But
one's also a meme card. But anyways, shop times we chose.
yeah,
Um,
we did pick 6:30. That was kind
because
of just necessity for you and convenience for me because obviously I was your ride.
Yeah, so I didn't want to mess up the tournament. I didn't know I was doing it. I didn't know I was intentionally doing this, but I was like, hey, maybe I should choose a shop time like later. I know I won't get the Soletta thing, but maybe I'll get some card sleeves. I really wanted those Haro card sleeves. Um,
And there was a lot of stuff that I was wanting, I gotta tell you.
yeah, so I mean, it felt like we chose, the best opportune time for someone in our predicament or in our situation, which I thought was fair and I think would be in the best interest of people running the event, so a whole bunch of people don't drop. So we chose 6:30. I finished my rounds. I run over to the shop, and Christian's like, "Hey, you need to get over here right now because they're letting people in." And it was like, what, 6,
Yeah, so
15?
my idea was basically that we signed up for 6:30. I'm just gonna line up at 6. That way, right after the people who get in from 6 get in, I can be there for 6:30. By the time I got there, they were checking cards and they just said, or checking phones rather, and they said, "Yeah, if you have anything past 5:30, we're just letting people through at this point." For myself, I had my paper filled out of the things that I was interested in buying. I got to the front, and just an additional kick in the pants, I did have a person, they go, "Hey, this person was going to buy this Dragon Ball mat." Fantastic looking mat, by the way. Another $45 mat that I would have loved to have had. They said, "They're going to buy this mat. Do you mind if they hop right back in front of you? They just forgot to buy that. And then they'll be on their way." I said, "Can I see the mat?" "Actually, can I get one of those as well?" They go, "Oh, sorry, we're out of stock on that. This is the last one." I go, "Okay, no worries. Not a problem. I do have a very long list of items that you can kind of look through and you can tell me what you've got." You go, "Well, we have another list right here that shows everything that we're out of stock on." They still only marked about 3 or 4 items out for me, so I said, "That's fine. Not a huge issue." Then she proceeded to actually look at my list and went, "Nope, out of stock on this, out of stock on this, out of stock on this." Basically out of stock on everything except for the structure decks. And of the structure decks, I was only allowed to purchase one. And I asked, "Okay, well, you have limit 1 for all 4 of them, so I would like 1 of each of them." They go, "No, you can only pick 1 of 4 of them." Apparently, again, reports, people were saying that depending on who you had or who you were talking to, they would allow you to buy, 1 of each. First, my person said no. Again, not a major issue. I just said, "That's fine. I'm not going to buy it instead. I'll just buy booster packs." That was the only other thing they had. At which point, then I had a person who looked like maybe like a higher member of staff, just because they were wearing the jacket, attempt to try and kind of console me with a very nice and well thought out, just try again tomorrow. We should have more stock tomorrow. Just try again tomorrow. To which I told him I would not be coming back. I said, this was terribly managed, terribly mismanaged. Really an embarrassing event all around. People online were just really digging into them. He did go ahead and ask, what are they saying online? And it's like, what they're saying online. Everyone knows what they're saying online. This is a very, very mismanaged event for all of the reasons we've already mentioned. But he just says, "Yeah, okay, just try again tomorrow if you can. But best of luck." Hey, there we go.
Nice.
That's a nice one right there. Hell yeah.
He has to build the wing deck.
I'm in. I'm in. Ladies and gentlemen, he's in. Oh my god. What a freaking beaut. And this is the this is the card, right? This is the meta defining card of the set, Wing Zero.
It's the card everybody plays around.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the play around. The level 8 for 8, high maneuver, hit everything on the board that's level 5 or lower for 3. Hell yes. What a banger card. What's the play set in this? It's 4 to a play set or 3 to a play set?
It's 4 to a play set, but
okay,
most people only run 3 of those.
All right, 2 more.
I have like 8 of him. I can.
Oh my god, Mr. Moneybags over here. Oh my god. Jeez. Way to make me feel bad, bro. Jeez. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, I'm starting to get what you're saying though. These pull tabs are tough. Holy cow.
Yeah, I'm always gonna use a pair of scissors. I only
I,
do that
I,
if
I
I'm in the shop.
no, I don't have the nuts for a pair of scissors. I feel like I'm gonna snip a corner or something. So that was day one. Day one was a hot mess. And for
Well,
you, I don't
I
really
think
think you got too much from the shop either. I think you just got packs as well, right?
yeah, all I got was some pity packs, which I buy at any tournament, really.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I was gonna buy the packs anyway. My only regret was I really should have just gotten a starter deck, and I should have told you, hey, pick up a second one of one of them for me.
yeah, I
But
mean the
at
thing
that point,
about
I
the
was
starter
so
deck.
frustrated. I was just like, just get me out of here. I'm gonna say something that's gonna get me kicked out of this room.
Well, the thing about the starter decks, it was like we were already last in line anyways.
Yeah, it was
This
the
is the
end of the
stock you
day.
set.
Quite literally the
This
end of
is
the
the
day.
stock that you set aside for today already. So why not let us pick up the rest of it?
Oh, fuck.
I,
Oh, but it's just an R.
right?
Damn, this is a
Uh,
fucking banger-ass, baller-ass art, though. Holy,
I love unicorn mode.
oh my god. That is,
Yeah,
that's hot.
yeah. The plus cards are nice. The foiling on the upper right really sets it apart from all the other cards.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, what a beast. What a beast.
The beast of possibility, they say. Um,
So going into day two, I know we had, basically said we weren't going to go. We did keep tabs on it. We did have another friend of the channel, Talls, tell us a little bit about his experience. And yeah, people online were posting that they were lined up at 1 a.m. And then at 4 a.m. people were getting into fist fights. And by 8 a.m. Bandai made probably the correct call in just saying, yeah, we're going to do competitors only for right now. We don't really think we can handle this many people again. Everybody, you know, kind of just stand off for right now.
well, I mean, as a bonus, I heard some rumors that some people had camped out in the auditorium, and hid
Oh my
so that they
god.
could try and get in line first tomorrow. Um,
Devious. Actually devious.
and so I think that's another part of the reason why Bandai had to delay
The
the.
meme.
No, that's not a meme card.
Oh, it's not a meme anymore? Oh, okay.
That card's not a meme card. The other one, the R one, is a meme card, but this one's
Okay.
pretty sick.
That's
Um,
mental though. I didn't realize people actually camped out inside of the venue.
yeah, see, that was that. So already, the before it could even begin, like basically the bullshit from day one had already festered into day two. Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah. We decided not to go because, well, at the end of day one, I was like, I really kind of want to go back, and then I like sat around at the end of the day one. I was like, you know what? No, I don't.
As somebody who has been to my fair share of like Yu-Gi-Oh events and even some like just off-shelf like Pokemon and Magic events, that you would not catch me dead at that day two. Day two was never in the books for me. Not for a moment in my brain was I even thinking, you know, of the possibility of, you know, maybe I should go back there. I think that is a good idea. Those words never went into my brain. Yeah, there we
I
go.
mean, I was. Have you been to a tournament that scaled like regional
Yeah.
YCS sort of
So,
stuff? Yeah.
probably the most comparable thing, the most direct comparison I could think of is the WCQ at Austin, Texas for Yu-Gi-Oh! I did not go as a competitor. This was 2014. Probably the single worst meta that the game has ever known in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! At least in my opinion. That'd be Info Snake Eyes. Just the worst. Weekend of the release of Info, The Fiendsmith stuff just came into the meta. There was Tenpai Dragon, there was Gimmick Puppet, there was Snake Eyes. Just a miserable time all around. I did show up to play Edison. I did play in the 550-person Edison tournament, Edison side event. But even for that, though, in the way that Konami runs their boat is they go, hey, we're running a flight of something. We have somebody on an intercom. We have a judge with like a placard, and everybody is standing around that judge so that they could find a table and then kind of get it going. They were able to manage that throughout the entirety of day one for LCQ, Last Chance qualifiers, and side events, just random side events on top of kind of the usual Konami things to do, right? Like Attack of the Giant card. You get to take a photograph with your friends and kind of make a token for yourself out of it. They have quite a bit of things that you could be doing at these events. So it really was kind of a shame to see, especially with 4 or 5 different card games, that they were kind of doing this as poorly as they were. My biggest takeaway was I feel like they probably could have done it a little bit better if it wasn't all 5 card games at the same time. Because then by the end of the day, I think you were the one who showed me this. People were saying like, "Oh, it's the fucking One Piece players. They're the ones who scalped the shop. They went to go buy One Piece, and then they said we don't have One Piece. You're just gonna have to buy Gundam now." All of that.
I did see posts like that online, and I was just like, why are we as card game players have so much animosity towards each other? We all got hoed there.
Don't worry. Yu-Gi-Oh players say the same thing about Magic players. Say the same thing about Pokemon players. Say the same thing about Yu-Gi-Oh players. We're all a real nice, happy, dysfunctional family of people who all enjoy the same hobby. But the way I enjoy it is more correct than the way they enjoy it.
We're cardcists.
Yes. The Zoot!
So bad.
So this is your boy, Desert Tiger. You said this is your Giga Chad. Your Zaf, your red, white Zaf. This is your goat.
I can't believe they power corrupted already.
Oh,
in purple.
No. Oh, true,
yeah, in
true.
purple you can do 1 damage to your own unit and then do +3 on anything. Doesn't have to be a Zap.
This is a pretty good one, right? The perfect strike. He's not bad.
I usually see them as a 2 of or a 3 of. Yeah.
Ah!
Oh!
Oh shit! There it is. So why is this card so good? Is it just because it's the Cyber new type, the red, it's just the whole 9 yards? It's just a good stat line on a good unit.
I mean, in terms of the game right now, they're running like 8 to 12 2/2 bodies, and that card just like plows through aggro, which is how the meta kind of skews these days. It's what ended up winning the Gundam event was the blue-green aggro deck, which that deck, the red-blue deck does really well against.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Except I played against
this was a good box. I feel like this was a pretty good box. I don't think there's any way I'm plus at this point, but I do feel like this was a pretty good box.
Well, did you get an LR plus, or have you just been getting R pluses?
It's just been R pluses, though. Unfortunately, is that
interesting.
Taking up the slot? Is that taking up the LR plus slot?
Am
I fixing to have the most cracked out like last 3 packs? My last 3 packs are just like actually nuts out.
I'm not sure what's about to happen.
All right,
I'm not really sure what's about to happen here.
It makes for good YouTube content. I mean, it makes them. They have to watch till the fucking end to see if I actually do just crash out and then stop playing this game forever. So.
I don't know. Other people already know. I'm just not that knowledgeable about pull rates.
I do love my boy Rick Dom. Hell yeah.
Solid card. Solid card.
All right. Something. Okay. Unicorn dunks. Let's go. Banshee dunks. Oh, Marta. Okay, Marta. Yeah, there you go. There's my link for my Satria. Hell yeah. I've already got them together. All right,
Oh
we're on
man.
the way to make the best deck in the format.
See, that with Wing Gundam you only need four, but or you only need three really to run the deck, but for Kasatri you need the
You
four
need
set of
4
both
bell
of them.
pepper. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's what makes it so difficult to find.
So going into the last 2 packs, I guess, how do you feel about the game overall so far? Like, kind of the pacing of the game, kind of where it's going, because we have the purple structure deck coming out. I think last week or this last Friday. Um, we have the Gundam 00 stuff is announced that it will come out eventually. And then
Yeah, I mean,
obviously the G-Quack stuff. What's in your head as somebody who's trying to play this game competitively? What are the things that you're kind of looking for?
so in my head the release seems kind of manageable to me. But
You
I've
don't
been
feel like
waiting a
the
long
meta
time
is like
from
flipping around too hard with, I mean, the all of one product that's been released at the moment, like it feels pretty sustainable.
yeah. I mean, to me, the new products that are coming in don't really super move the needle by themselves. Like the starter deck's kind of the intro to booster, the next booster set,
Hmm.
like set two with Gundam X and more support for current archetypes. Which, I mean, that it seems interesting, adding more layers to the game, like the Char and Quattro Vagina.
Oh, there's an LR, but I think this is the one that's in the starter decks, right?
No, so that's a different guy,
Oh shit.
actually.
Okay.
Yep. A lot of people are have a. It's the great debate which Gundam's better, that one or the
Oh
starter deck
wow,
one.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
It's that different, huh? You
Well,
ever
it
just
says
run
draw
both?
one
I
card.
mean,
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people are just like, it says draw one card. I, I'm
you
like,
know, when you put it
go
that
for it,
way,
dude.
you do have a point.
I mean, go for it, dude. But the other one, so repair two versus draw one is like the great debate.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it gives
Also,
everyone
that,
else who's white base repair one, so there you go.
yeah, also that the three health versus four health is
Pretty
a
major
tipping
swing.
point as well. Yeah.
Three felt like the play around whenever we played online on tabletop sim. I will say I definitely am hooked. I would love to play more of this game for the little amount that I've actually gotten to play on tabletop sim with you, kind of just shopping decks around and then playing the demo decks early on. It does seem like a really good game. Even the video that I made on it, and hey, shout out to my own video, but the game mechanics are very sound. I love the concept of like the link mechanic shaping the deck building and everything that's kind of going into it. It does feel like a really fun game to play. But of course, you have the Bandai card game experience of when will I ever actually get product?
Yeah, I have seen some reports about the allocation for the starter deck five, the Blooded Orphans deck,
Oh yeah, it's
and a
oof.
lot of shops are getting like six decks,
Yeah.
like six stacks, or
The one
yeah,
local to me, they were like, because I asked, I was just, oh, hey, when are y'all guys gonna have that new starter deck? And they went, yeah, we've got 25 slots for that, and we got like 65 signed up, trying to get it. So, yeah, it's like, geez, man, this is awful. This is miserable. As somebody who played Purple in Digimon, I would love to continue my Purple streak in Gundam, but doesn't look like I'm going to be too lucky, not too fortunate at the moment.
yeah. It's weird to me because a lot of shops that I know that have been running events pretty consistently aren't getting very much allocation at all, and I'm like, really? I play here like every week.
All right, my final opportunity to get anything worth any money in this box. We did okay with the Satria. We did okay with the Wing Gundam. We have the Tomato Lesbians R plus. I think there was the Unicorn R plus. Moment of Truth, right?
Yeah, supposedly.
Oh man. Please, please, I'm begging you. John Bandai, don't do this to me. Ugh!
No, the worst.
Oh
Oh,
man! It is
that's how exactly how you
so
feel.
fitting! Dog, what? Oh my god. That is
So fucking funny.
so funny. What the hell? What the hell is this?
It's probably the worst card.
Oh my god! Level 6
It's probably the
one
worst card in the
cost.
game.
Oh god. Holy jeez, that is. Oh man, that is accurate. That is accurate. So
Damn. Did you get a C++ gun OG Gundam resource? Did you get a glowing one of those maybe?
I got one. It was the Satrio one.
Oh, but you didn't get a Grandpa Gundam one.
I did not get a Grandpa Gundam. No.
Mm.
Is the Grandpa Gundam one worth like a big money or something?
Yeah, there's a C++ version that I don't know the number, but like it's a pretty high up there card in the set in
Jeez.
terms of price. So yeah, I mean, you only got R pluses. That's kind of heartbreaking to me. Um,
Yeah, tell me about it. I'm the one who went and spent $140 on a box that didn't really deliver, I guess. But
and we went to Bandai Fest
and I
bought
went to Bandai Fest.
16
Bandai,
packs between the both of us.
Bandai, make this right. Come on. Oh man. Holy cow. Give me just a moment. Let me sort the hits real quick. Unfortunately I did not put the hits to the side, but you know, maybe once we have all of the hits in front of us, you can console my sweet broken little heart. And maybe
can do some
maybe it's worth it. You know, maybe we know what's going on. Maybe the way I make my money back on this is people watch my video and tell me to do this again, and then YouTube pays me out. Copium. All right, so going from the LRs, obviously we did hit the Satria, which is pretty cool. The Unicorn Gundam Banshee mode, the Shars Gelgoog, pretty cool. The Death Scythe, of course, the Wing Zero. The aerial rebuild, which you said this is going to be good, so I will trust you. I now have 2 copies of this, that does make me a little bit happy.
Nice.
Grandpa Gundam, and then of course the Unicorn. This is beautiful art. It is an R plus only though, which is a little bit sad. Then of course the Witch and the Bride, probably not worth nearly as much as the promo, but you know, we do what we can, I guess. And last but not least, the Bell Pepper resource. Geez, that is that's a bit heartbreaking, I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad. If there was a card I was gonna end on, it was Extreme Hatred, because yeah, this is a very apt this is a command. I'm commanding Extreme Hatred right now for this box. So
I mean, it's playable. Like, there's a lot of playable cards in here.
yeah.
Yeah, all these cards go in certain decks.
So I guess the last thing I would say is it worth opening any of these like on stream or on this video? Would you advise, like, is there something special that could happen? Could I get like the God pack on these, or is that only limited to the
No,
sets
you
with
can
the miniatures?
You can definitely get a God pack.
All right, well,
You'll know the second you crack it open.
we got it. Everything is open. I don't know if these are God packs or not. Please, for the love of God, I'm begging at this point. So how should I do this?
No, you just flip the deck over.
Just flip it over?
Flip the deck over, and then
man. Right.
those are special cards, but Not that one.
No, just the regular strike. Okay. The Wing Gundam.
Not that one. It'll be an out art in the front,
Okay.
like a zoomed in one. But you could
Ugh.
no, not that one.
Not this
But
one.
you could still get gas out of those little packs though.
Nope. Oh man, no, not like this. Please, I'm begging. The extreme hatred. Come on. Ah, no.
Yeah, I mean,
it's nothing.
it's one for like 3 cases of
Okay.
starter decks or something, or
I
one
don't.
per.
I don't feel
know.
too bad about it. It's fine. I guess I will
Yeah.
go ahead and just crack these just to see what they are.
You can get some.
Is this any? Are they going to be anything? Like, is it just
The
a foil
LR Plus
card?
is. Yeah, it's a foil card, but it could also be the LR Plus version of the front card, or front 2 cards. So
Okay.
you know?
Okay. You know, there's a reason to buy these, I guess. But I mean, not really.
Like Shiny Pilots is like pretty good if you don't get. Shiny Pilots is pretty good if you don't get Shiny LR. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really like Shiny Bird mode.
Holy cow! This is tough. All right, there we go.
Oh, it's the worst. Oh.
Oh my. Okay. Well, there's Kai. Okay. Kai's resolve. Anything? I'm plus, guys. Come on, I'm plus. It's plus.
Oh,
I swear. Please, I'm begging.
Very fringe card.
Oh, I see the boy. There he is.
Nice.
If I was gonna
Hell
pull,
yeah.
if I was gonna pull one, I'm glad that it is the one of the deck. Apparently, I'm the closest to building. So hell yeah, Hero Yui. Let's fucking go.
Those are like $20 or something. That's the only
Hero Yui is
shiny
20
version.
bucks. Holy
I think that's the only
sheesh.
shiny version of him.
We are cooking. Oh, okay.
other than-
Arthron? That's not. That's
Oh,
gotta be
nice.
something. That's pretty good.
That's also like 15 to 20 bucks. So
Okay,
like yeah,
okay, yeah. We did.
shiny pilots.
You know, the extreme hatred is still here, but it's you know, we're getting better. We feel a little bit better about it. So, all right, I guess that's it. You know, thanks for coming onto the channel and kind of going through these packs with me, and you know, recanting our lovely time at the Bandai Card Fest. What a hot, miserable mess that was. Always fun to have you around. Do you have anything you want to plug? Loving stuff or life stuff?
No, not really. Do not perceive me.
Do not perceive. Got it. Understood. Have a nice day. All right, well, I'm going to go sign up for the next Bandai Card Fest because I've learned absolutely nothing. And you guys keep it easy. So, I don't know, was there anything I missed that you wanted to talk about? If anything, I would just put it like black screen and then continue on afterwards.
I mean, I think we could talk about the side event thing a little bit more.
Yeah.
So when I went X3 or X4, I was like, thinking about dropping out of the main tournament to play side tournament teams with you. And I think there was a potential to get more.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh my
There's
god.
2 more.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Wait, there's still
Oh
hope.
my god.
It's not
I'm
over
sitting here
yet.
like, how
What?
did you get?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, well,
Wait.
guess what, folks? We have something more we can talk about. Like, holy shit. Yeah, I guess side events. We're gonna sign up for them. Yeah, I guess. Go ahead. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Oh man, holy shit.
As a competitor, I was like, yeah, I would like to continue to play the card game, but you know, I'm probably not going to make it in the main tournament. I want to play some card games with my friend and like potentially get some more resource packs. I'd like built the deck the day before and everything so that we could play potentially, and try and get a side event because I heard they were doing lottery if you hadn't already
Oh
signed up.
yeah, the day 2 lottery. I forgot about that.
No, it was a
Oh,
lottery.
day 1 as
A
well.
lottery on day one as well. Yeah, there was. So if you had already bought a ticket, most likely you were playing the event, but it was probably not going to start on time. And the communication about that I heard was really weird. Like people's side events that were supposed to start at like 11 were like going off. I don't want to. I'm just guessing here, but like at 2 or like 1 p.m., like a 2-hour delay sort of situation. I remember Smalls saying something about that on the One Piece side as well, right?
Yeah. Right. First big one. Ah, Sayla.
Layla.
Can we
Yeah.
get the One Piece bathing suit altar to Sayla? No, just me. Okay. No, you're good. Go ahead. Continue.
What? Huh? Um. What was Small saying about his side event? That like his.
I think Talls had mentioned that he had signed up because he tried to do last chance qualifiers the day before. He didn't get through. He was going to do side events. He pre-regged for a side event on the Saturday at 11 a.m. But I don't actually think they fired. Potentially, oh no, they fired, but the time that they posted for was Pacific time, I think, which is crazy considering he is Central Time and we're in Central Time. So there was no reason for the time zones to be screwed, but they were. The one I was talking about was day 2, where they had the sign, that notorious sign that they posted, where basically they said, yeah, we're going to contact you randomly throughout the day. Just stay alert on the app. If you're selected, you have so much time to get up there. But there's obviously no way that was ever going to work because people were constantly leaving the venue. Not to mention the fact that, the whole 8 p.m., them basically calling it off and being like, yeah, only competitors at this point. But for what you were saying, go ahead and continue.
Well, did Smalls pay for his side event by pre-registering?
I believe Pauls did. I don't remember. I have to assume people were paying for side event entry, but I don't know for sure. Again, that's kind of one of those, I'm going to have to say allegedly, but it's not hard to believe, right?
Because I know on the Gundam side of things, people had pre-registered, paid for a side event, and then there was little communication about when the round actually started, and they ended up not being able to play, sort of deal.
Hey, Dozle. There you go.
Nice.
All right. Now, actually, the last card. Now, if it is actually Extreme Hatred, I am going to lose my fucking shit. Okay, it's a fucking meme. All right, everyone go home. Oh, yeah, there's Grandpa.
Well, isn't he the shiny one?
Nope. Anyways, as you were saying.
Yeah, so I mean, that was my experience as a competitor with side events, is that I did want to try and play them, but I realized that was probably not going to happen, so I just kind of stayed in the main event.
Yeah, that's...
Yep.
All right, now I'm actually out of packs. Now I checked. There's nothing here. Go
just
home.
Extreme Hatred.
It's over. Just Extreme Hatred, okay? Just Extreme Hatred and a non-shiny Grandpa. Go home. The show is over.